It is. What's happening? It's a late night this week. I've had a lot of late nights, so I figured I'd update the channel for a hot minute. The videos are going to be a little weak for the next couple weeks because I sold this joint. And I'm moving south to the beach. We'll probably do a little content when we're moving because I'm sure it's going to be quite eventful considering there's 6 bays here and they're full. It is what it is. So I'm finishing up jobs. Just did a radiator in this 2500 Chevy, and I'm getting ready to break this Dodge down. It's getting a motor. So I'm doing all this before I move. And over in the other bay, that van is getting a motor. It's been busy around here for a hot minute. It is what it is. So sold this place, moving to the beach. The new place does have garage. It says 2 garages, so at the end we'll still have the same amount of shop space that we have now. Considering I use this other side to store my 52, my 66, and stuff inside, we'll have a separate building to keep that stuff in, and then we'll have a separate building that we'll use, just like we use now, as the shop. So yeah, I'll have all this stuff inside. So that's cool. Much closer to the beach. And there's a lot of moving pieces as to why I sold this place. But at the end of the day, I want to be at the beach. I want to own a house at the beach. That's where I want to be. So it was the right time. But we got some stuff going on the channel. And I'm going to try to squeeze some stuff in to keep the channel moving. Keep things flowing, keep you guys interested if I can. So today, I got some pieces for the big mud truck. A lot of guys always ask me about the mud truck. Why isn't it running? Well, it needs the fuel system is trash in that truck. The truck's got a big block in it, and I'm still running the factory tank. And the last few times I had the truck out, it's on 44s, and it's pretty big. I go out across lakes with it and stuff, and we're getting a problem with water in the tank. So, got a fuel cell. Picked up a good used 750 double pumper from a buddy of mine, and we just got all this stuff in today. Let's see what we got. Now I'm going to do everything in 8AN with an electric pump right at the bottom of the tank. We got ourselves some new line, fancy new line to go on the carburetor. That's nice. And then I bought a whole kit. We're going to plumb the whole thing from the tank. I'm going to put the tank in the bed of the truck, and hopefully this stops our water problem. And we got a whole kit here with I forget how many feet of line it is. 20 foot. And we got all of our fittings and our line. So I'm going to plumb this thing from the tank, and we'll mount the pump underneath the bed of the truck. We'll mount the pump underneath the bed of the truck. And I'm actually going to cut a hole in the floor so that the sump tank will sit on the floor, and this will go through the bed of the truck. I think that's our best bet. That's how I had it set up on a mud truck that I owned in the past. It worked real well. And then we'll just run the line up to the back up around the firewall and right to the carburetor, and away we go. And as long as we have no leaks, we have no fire. So hopefully that'll straighten the fuel system out on this truck. I'll bring you guys along for the install of that fine project. We're finally getting around to getting that thing running. I mean, I know it runs, but the carburetor that's on it now, it works, but it's kind of screwed up. It's gotten water in it a couple of times, and I've gone through it a couple of times. I think it's just to the point where it's not worth fooling with. This carburetor here I bought from a buddy of mine. He only had it on his truck a couple of months, and then he put fuel injection on it, Sniper or something maybe. I can't remember what he told me to put on it. So I bought that from him. We'll get it on the truck and get it all mounted up. But in the meantime, just got to get some stuff done around here in order to get ready for the big move. And I got all this crap to move. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll bring you guys along for a couple of clips so we can move all this junk. Now, I've been selling stuff around here. I sold a lot of parts trucks, project trucks, junk that I just needed to really get rid of. I literally was just putting stuff on, walking through here and went, take a picture, put it on there. It's all sold. So I sold a bunch of used motors, rears, wheels and tires, parts trucks. I'm down to just a couple of things left out back now. So I've got a lot of that stuff cleaned up, cut up, ready to rock and roll. I'll slip a couple of videos in at the end here. And before somebody cries about a couple of these things that I junked, and you'll see me unload them off the rollback, before anybody cries, the stuff was junk, and it was bought for a reason. There's an 84 Toyota that I bought. I bought it for the front rear. It's got a solid axle, front rear. That's going to go underneath of the 86 Toyota 4Runner that I have. We'll probably do that in the spring. That's a project for down the road. There's a 70 Ford van that I cut up. A lot of guys think the van looks good in pictures, but actually underneath of it, it was rotted away. Bought that van because it's 5-lug, and we're going to use the rear and the front drums and stuff for my 70 Ford van that I bought out of California, because that's an E300, which is 8-lug. So that van had a purpose as to why it got junked. So I know there'll be some guys crying about, oh, you junked a good truck. They were junk. I got everything that was salvageable and usable that I wanted to keep. At the end of the day, I'm moving 50-some miles south. I am not trying to take all of this junk with me. There's enough junk here that I'm taking. Can't take everything. Now I am taking the antique tow trucks. The Rat Rod tow truck that I hate calling. That project's going. Yeah, actually, it's all loaded up and it's actually ready. We're only a couple weeks away before we got to take all this stuff down. Lift, tools. I got to figure out how I want to move this because there's no front suspension in this. It hadn't had any front suspension in it in 4 years. So I got an idea how I'm going to move it. I'm sure it'll be some hillbilly engineering, and we'll make it happen. Just picked up a really nice car trailer. Going to put a hitch on the rollback, that way I can haul two. My rollback does not have a wheel lift. It just has a tow bar. So you're kind of limited to what you can put on the tow bar. A lot of stuff I have is decent stuff, and I don't want to drag it with a tow bar. So I bought a car trailer, really nice car trailer, which is going to be used down the road. Got rid of a couple of project stuff that just not going to have time to get to. Sold the Lightning truck that I had. Picked up a new daily driver. I picked up a 2010 F-150 two-wheel drive truck that'll be my new daily driver, so I can retire the old 96, as much as I hate to, but I got to pull it off the road. It needs some repairs. We'll bring you guys along for that stuff as well. But that's going to be my little quick update video here for the old That There YouTube channel that some of you guys enjoy watching. I haven't forgot about some of you guys. A couple of you guys actually called me and messaged me about some stuff. I haven't forgotten you. I'm looking for some of the stuff you guys called me for. That's where I'm at with all this junk. We'll get into it. I got to get this thing here done. This is getting a new motor. Like I said, the Dodge. Just finished up that Chevy tonight. There's a lot going on, a lot of moving pieces. So stick with me. Holler at your boy. Keep it reals. Let's see what happens. New adventures. It's going to be the Ranch -2. Holler at you.